A great round of applause, raising a great young lady. So next up, we're going to have a great operatic piece. It's called Opera Aurea, and it is an a cappella piece, and it's by Miss Val Gay. Let's give Miss Val Gay a round of applause.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. So, African Americans who were brought here, enslaved, who became Americans, used song to communicate. Songs were used for work purposes. We wait, because when you're doing something repetitive and you're tired, it helps to have color with them through their voices. They were stripped of their names. They were stripped of so many things. But there's something that you can't take out of someone. And so they brought their culture with them. But it wasn't just the repetitive motion. It was also, as I understand, communication. Because as a community, if you knew somebody was leaving, instead of telling on them, you protected them. So, wade in the water. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. I got it, sir. I got it, sir. Okay, he's going. Go. Wade in the water, children, wade. Watch back. Go. In the water, God's gonna trouble the water. Telling someone it's okay. And also get in the water, because if you get in the water, you lose your scent. The dogs can't follow you, because we're a community. Why I start with the African American spiritual, which was really introduced to the rest of the world in 1871 by a group of formerly enslaved young people in the Fisk University Jubilee Ensemble singers. They introduced what was called the slave songs. Now, what you should know is a lot of black people were embarrassed. Uppity black people in Philadelphia even were embarrassed about these songs. But these songs connect us to our motherland. These songs connect us to us. So why, if I'm supposed to be singing about opera, am I talking about this? Because these songs are connected to every other musical form in the world, particularly in the Western world. So, opera, a Western European art form that was established in the 1600s in Italy, just tells stories. It's a storytelling. We use music to tell stories. Opera was influenced by black music and has been influenced by black music. There are folks all over the world now who perform and write operas. And so you can see the through line of our music, of our culture, through this one particular form. And then our music, this original music, then influenced other things. So, for example, the Fisk Jubilee Singers adopted a type of singing that was a hybrid between what you heard before and what you see in the concert halls. And so they would sing things like, "Ride on, King Jesus, no man can hinder me." It also influenced the other side, gospel music. "Ride No man can hinder me. No man can hinder me. We also influenced other styles of music. There's a man named George Gershwin who was influenced by, and some people think stole, some music and wrote an opera called Porgy and Bess. That opera produced lots of amazing pieces, also called arias, which is the Italian word for song. And one of them was called Summertime. So in any opera house in the world, that's how you'll hear Summertime sung, all over the world. Actually, I think there's a new movie coming out about it, or a new Broadway play. But that music also was influenced by our music called jazz, which many people argue is the most original and the only original Black musical form, American musical form. Because unlike the spirituals, it did not arise directly out of enslavement. It took all these different pieces and made it itself. And so, Summertime is one of the most recorded pieces. And it's often sung like this. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high.